Hey, Matt here, and welcome to a short hobbyist novitiate video. This time we're doing Legions Investigatus, a brief look at the lore and rules for a unit from Legions Imperialis. Grab a hot drink and a biscuit, and let's dig in. In this video we're going to look at the Contemptor Dreadnought, the cybernetic sarcophagus that turns dead space marines into lethal killing machines. Only in death does duty end is a common mantra among the Astartes, but for some, even death is only the road to more service. When a space marine is left so near death that they cannot be recovered, so maimed that they can no longer fight, their remains are placed within a Contemptor Dreadnought. These walking battle tanks are leftover technology from the dawn of the Imperium of Man, far superior to a standard tactical legionary. Once interred in a Contemptor Dreadnought, the marine is kept asleep and only woken in times of the Legion's need, sometimes slumbering for 1,000 years. On the tabletop, the Contemptor Dreadnought is fielded in a Dreadnought Talon at 70 points for 4. They have 5 inches of movement, a 4+ save, and a single wound. They have a 3+ morale save, and in close combat get a massive 5+ bonus. On top of this, a Contemptor Dreadnought has a 6+ invulnerable save, which can be used in place of the 4+ save and isn't modified by an attacker's AP. They also have the armoured special rule, meaning light weapons count their AP as 0, and the Dreadnought may re-roll failed saves against hits from those attacks. Very chunky. As Walker type units, they have a tactical strength of 3. Additional Contemptor Dreadnoughts can be added to the squad for 30 points per pair, to a maximum of 6 extras. For 35 points a pop, the squad can be bolstered with a pair of Leviathan Siege Dreadnoughts instead. For weaponry, the Contemptor has a choice of either a Carey's Assault Cannon or a Twin-Link Las Cannon. They also come with a built-in Twin-Link Bolter. The Carey's Assault Cannon has a 10-inch range with one shot hitting on 5s, -1 AP against infantry, cavalry and walkers, and rapid fire, which gives an extra hit for every hit roll of a natural 6. The Twin-Link Las Cannon has a much greater 22-inch range, still one shot, but this time hitting on 4s with -1 AP against vehicles through to Titans. This time, the weapon has the accurate trait, letting the player re-roll any failed hits. The choice here is between a shorter range infantry clearer or a weapon for taking on vehicles at medium range. Either way, the Dreadnought also has something for keeping enemy troops at arm's length with their inbuilt Twin-Link Bolter. With an 8-inch range, one shot hitting on 5s, no AP, and the light trait, meaning it can't damage vehicles, the Bolter is more of a deterrent than a major threat. But it will definitely do the job against weaker infantry. To help out there, it does have the point defense trait, letting it target a different enemy to the detachment's main weapons, so you don't have to choose between defense and your primary goal. Finally, the assault trait gives you twice as many shots if the target is within 4 inches, really letting you punish your opponent if they get too close. Depending on which weapon you choose, the Contemptor Dreadnought can fill a couple of different roles. I'd be tempted to give it the Carey's Assault Cannon and use it predominantly for clearing infantry off objectives, but the Las Cannon can make it pretty lethal for chasing down your opponent's transports and weaker tanks. So if that's something your opponent uses a lot of, maybe think about kitting them out that way instead. Either way, they're absolutely devastating in close combat, so often you'll want to forego shooting to charge to make the most of that excellent smashy. I absolutely love Contemptor Dreadnoughts. They are the epitome of the Horus Heresy Marines. I think their iconic outline makes them look really purposeful, and I love playing them on the tabletop. That's all for this one. If you want to find out more about other units from Legions Imperialis, subscribe to the channel. We're making lots of these over the next few months, and it really helps to know if they're hitting the mark. We also have more longer videos coming, which cover wider Legions Imperialis stuff, so check that out if you're interested. Until next time.